Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spark Your Vision, where we invite business leaders from various industries to share with us their insights and experience on current trending topics that's shaping the business world. My name is Chen, and I will be the host for today's show. And along with my two talented co-hosts.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice.
Hello everyone, I am Wen.
Let me introduce our special guest for today. Joseph Lin, the Executive Assistant to Chairman at SOCO Machinery.
Hello, everybody. I'm Joseph Lin from SOCO Machinery. SOCO is a machinery company that makes metal tube fabrication equipment like tube cutting machine, tube bending machine, tube chamfer machine, and laser cutting machine. All this machine is used to make metal tube into products that are used in our daily life. In your cars, you need your muffler, you have your gas pipe, you have your air conditioner pipe, and you have your car seat. And like in bicycle, the whole frame of the bicycle is made by tube.
Without SOCO Machinery, our life wouldn't be able to, live as the way it is right now. In education, you were along the way, undergrad, graduate school, it was all very technical. How did you have to, maybe overcome that?
I would say that the biggest challenge is how to handle people. So you have to convince them, you have to persuade them, you have to guide them. People have emotion, they have desire, they have their own ambitions.
Yeah.
Everybody wants different things.
Exactly.
So I have to act accordingly to to make connection with them and to understand them. It's very hard to use your personal charisma to interact with people.
Yeah.
So right now, what I'm doing, our company, is that I try to build our company culture to guide people or to align people in the to do something to achieve the common goal.
I think those are not the stuff that you learn in engineering departments,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And those are usually, and sometimes that's not even learned in school. You have to learn it through experience. You're one of the founding members of G2, which is one of the largest second-generation business platforms here in Taiwan. 2020, you were the acting president of the association. And then so early 2020, I think that was, it was slowly coming back and we were opening up a little bit. And so when you were the acting president of G2, how did you sort of brought the members back again?
Actually, that's a really difficult time for G2 and for myself. I had actually prepared a very big event. There are about 120, 30 people already registered to attend. But just before the event, 1 week before the event, there is a major outbreak in Taipei.
Wow.
So we are forced to, we have to decide either to cancel the event or we have to change it to online.
Okay.
And we make it change to online within 2 days. The uncertainty is the problem.
Yeah.
And at that time, we come up with an idea that we called small and big G2.
Okay.
The small part is that we divided G2 into smaller groups. Each group consists of 16 to 18 people, and each group have its own group leaders.
Okay.
And we encourage this group leader to hold their small gathering. We want to create a sense of shared experience and memories, which can help us build a stronger sense of community. And in 2021, this strategy pretty much worked out. And we have successfully held around 60 to 70 these little events.
Oh, wow.
And so if you ask me that, does this epidemic make G2 more is the downtime for G2? I would not. Well, I would say no. It's actually giving us more active vibe to the whole platform.
Essentially, I mean, these small groups, by having these smart groups, you're almost diversifying risks as well. Digital transformation has slowly, or maybe even accelerated it here in Asia. And so the gap has narrowed these past couple of years. And one of the common things for digital transformation is, digital marketing. Looking at your YouTube channels and some of the contents that you guys are putting out there is quite interesting. I mean, it's not your typical, your typical traditional B2B, hi, my product and that and all that stuff, but you really focus on the storytelling aspect of
Yes.
it. Also, sharing the application, the education, the people. I mean, what's the reasoning behind that?
Before the pandemic, we have around like 30 to 40 exhibition show every year all
Okay.
around the world. At the beginning of the pandemic, we started thinking about how we are going to use this budget
Yeah.
because we still need this business.
Yeah.
And we start to research on YouTube and to see what's interested. People are more interested in like story, like things that happened around people. For example, like let me ask you a question. Assuming you were to have a sandwich for lunch,
Okay.
what would be the reason for you to choose this sandwich? Is it because the sandwich is delicious or because it is cheap?
It really depends on the situation. But like I said, I think deliciousness, to me is important. Yeah.
The answer is neither of that. The most important reason for me,
Yeah.
to choose this sandwich is that I'm hungry. So people buying things not because of the thing is good.
Yeah.
They don't buy things because this product is good, it's cheap, it's effective or anything. They buy these things because they have needs. And with our engineering team and with our service team, that we not only provide the product, but provide a solution and provide the whole service afterward to success and to growth with our customer together. We use these kind of videos and articles, Facebook posts that we have real example, have real story that explain what we are thinking. So people will get more engaged in this process and they will start to believe in us and start to trust us.
No, I think those are great advices, especially, coming from, a machinery traditional industry. I think a lot of the businesses sometimes forget that, in marketing, I think it is not just sell, but it's almost about educating. It's about, storytelling. With the pandemic, I think there's also another trend that really picked up. And yeah, it's not really a trend because it was something that, we were forced to, right? Working from home in a traditional manufacturing setting. Sometimes working from home is difficult because, you still need someone to attend to the machine.
Yes.
How were you able to sort of overcome that?
Making things is not like just go there and do it.
Yeah.
You need a lot of preparation. And traditionally, before this pandemic, lots of this preparation is actually doing on the shop floor.
Okay.
And right now, we can utilize the new technology, especially our software capability that we make a lot of software and new tools to help people to prepare their work. Take our tube bending machine, for example. User can use our software to directly convert the 3D model of their product into a machine instruction. Together with the tooling database and material database, we can find the best fit toolings and we can calculate the right parameters for the productions. And after we prepare all this, we don't have to go to shop floor to try out.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, we have 3D simulation software. And we can test the bending program in this virtual world. So you can find out a lot of problems before you even hit the machine. We have a standard industrial communication protocol like OPC UA or Modbus TCP. It can save a lot of time for like connecting wires between machines, and you can easily program to integrate all this machine into one working cell. And also with this protocol, the machine can also be easily integrated into customers' ERP or MES system. That means they can issue the scheduling job from remote.
Okay.
And they can get back the production status, like how many parts are made, how many parts have defects, or the overall efficiency of the system. So they can also record this information and for the later analysis to get information, to get insight, to improve their scheduling process.
I think in the very future, I think, in the shop floor, there will be no one there, right? ESG is definitely one of the hottest trending topics nowadays in business. We like to share some trends, some statistics with our audience.
A survey conducted by PwC says that about 83% of consumers think companies should be actively shaping ESG practice. For business leaders, 91% believe their company has a responsibility to act issues. For employees, 86% prefer to work for companies that care about the same issues. Okay, about SOCO, can you share with audience what's your view of the current ESG trend and how has SOCO incorporated the necessary measures in the machine development process?
We are trying very hard to be responsible to our shareholder, to be responsible to the society, to our employees, and also trying very hard to do good things to our environment. Like in our factory, our HQ right now in Taichung, when we built it around 2006, we have already think of building in the solar panels, and we have the rainwater recycled system. We treat our employees, treat our suppliers and our customer as our family. And we think that to be family, we have to do more things to be responsible for the society and the environment. And I think the most important things in ESG is actually the G part. That is, you have to be responsible for your shareholder. The reason that they take money to invest in you because they want to make money. So making money is actually the biggest responsibility of any company. Using our machine tools to make products might incur a lot of energy consumption and material waste. So that's the places that we put in our efforts to reduce this part. Mainly we have three ways to attack this problem. The first one is that we try to make the many processes combined together into one process. That's mainly the automation integration, like our bending machines that we can combine cutting and bending in one machine, or like our laser machine that combines multiple processes like cutting, chamfering, notching, slating, or making holes on tube, all these processes into one machine that helps reduce the waste.
We will have also another data that in the US, manufacturing accounts for 23% of direct carbon emission. And according to MAPI survey, smart factory can have a significant improvement in 1, energy consumption, 2, factory utilization, and 3, machine efficiency. So manufacturers have a huge opportunity to decrease their environmental impact from within. So we understand that SOCO has already started a process from the product production perspective, according to you previously. So, but we want to take a step further to think about the customer end. And what do you think are their roles in the carbon emission process?
The most important thing is that we make sure that everything that has been made is useful, such as hydraulic systems. We have changed that into electrical motor. The most important thing is not in the production side. It's not in the design, the product side. It's actually in the marketing, in the sales side.
Thanks for sharing that part. I think that's very insightful in a way that, a lot of times we think of carbon emission, we only think of it at, our immediate end, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, when we're creating product, how much is it emitting in terms of carbon footprints and all that stuff. But what you just mentioned, I think is quite interesting, is taking another step further, not only thinking about it at your end, but also thinking about it at the customer's end. SOCO is also actively competing for local talents, right? And in fact, I think it's necessary because since it is very technical oriented, and in fact, you're competing with some of the top tech companies as well. Mm-hmm. How's that? I mean, how do you guys succeed in, the talent acquisition side of it, acquiring them, but also at the same time, how do you help them build up their talents?
Actually, I have too many things I can say on this topic.
Yeah, let's just keep it to the top one or two.
Okay, so I just give one example. That in SOCO, we provide good and relaxing working environment. We also offer like flexible working schedule, free coffee, free lunch, and we even have a cozy place for you to take a nap when you're tired. So we have free annual health checkups, and not only provide that checkups, we also provide free health consulting every month with nursing staff. And we also invest in a sports center and encourage our employees to use them. We hold a monthly event, we call it SOCO Tea Time, where employees come together to share their company's successful stories and enjoy snacks. This is a great way to build a sense of community and to celebrate our achievements.
As we move forward, now that the pandemic is somewhat behind us now, we're into the new normal. I mean, in your space, I mean, there is a lot of competitors, right? Obviously, just name for one, Germany. Germans are very good in, are one of the leaders in your industry. And furthermore, there's a lot of upcoming rivals in other parts of the world as well, including China and Southeast Asia, right? So how does SOCO maintain its innovation and technology, and then furthermore, be a leader of it?
We are close to the customer, and as I said, that we work very hard to understand our customer, to get their requirements. So our machine may not be the most advanced. Our machine may not be the most the fastest, the cheapest, but I can assure that we put in the most effort that to make sure our machines suit our customers' needs. Every Taiwanese have a special quality that we are trustable.
Can you give us maybe a sneak peek of what potentially they can see or maybe experience at this year's TIMTO's event, at your booth?
Yeah, we will show our famous SPE32 left-right bending machine with a robotic arm and showcasing a special application that utilize this system that we can produce some parts that traditionally require a lot of manual adjustment. And with this automation is much more reliable and the quality is better. And to make this automation is actually very easy. We'll also showcase how to customize this kind of automation on the site.
Okay.
And you will also get some understanding of machines' software capability, especially on the integration with the MES system I just mentioned before, that we can see in live that the remote scheduling and real-time reporting of the machine status. And in the laser cutting area, we will be showing our latest SLT155 fiber laser tube cutting system. And this machine not only improves stability and ease of use, but also have significant advance in terms of power and speed. Additionally, we will also be showing our latest center alignment system for this machine, so that the machine can maintain a superb accuracy even in a very high-speed processing. And we are also showing our latest sheet metal cutting machine, Solus 3015 Plus. This machine has incorporated latest technology such as linear motor and optical skew and carbon fiber technology. With our innovative design, although we are using all these latest technology, very expensive component, but we can maintain a very cost-effective price. And along with the machine, we're also showing a compact, space-saving automatic loading and unloading system. It is particularly suitable for markets with labor shortage like Japan and Taiwan, and needs for some automation, but also flexible processing. And in addition to the machine that we show on the exhibition hall, we also have arranged a free shuttle bus to our HQ every day.
Oh, wow.
So you can take the bus and go to our HQ to see the machine that we are not showing on the site, either too big or too specific.
So you drive them to Taichung?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have seminars, we have open
Okay.
house, so you
Okay.
can visit our coffee stand,
Yeah.
have free lunch.
Right here today on the show, would you like to maybe send out, a shout out or maybe a welcome message, encouraging them or welcoming them to your booth?
I would say, long time no see. Welcome to Tinto's 2023. After 4 years of pandemic, we are so excited to finally have our friends all over the world to visit us, to experience the best of SOCO hospitality. Our goal is to help you to find the right solution for your problems. And also, you could connect with some industrial professionals to discover new ideas and to maybe innovate with us to explore new possibility in our industry. So we're looking forward to seeing you in TWTC Exhibition Hall 1, booth DO628. DO628. That's where we showing.
Yeah, so everyone, make sure definitely, have that on your bucket list to make sure to visit SOCO booth and to check out the future of machinery right before your eyes. Premature optimization is the root of all evil. Can you share with us, your definition of premature optimization?
This is a quote from a famous computer scientist.
Yeah.
His name is Dr. Knuth.
Okay.
And it's describing that when you're writing programs and you always want to make the program run faster. Take ESG, for example. Lots of company doing ESG that's saying we are going to save energy power.
Yeah.
So we start to shut down some lights. We can don't use the elevator, things like that, or maybe change their cars into electrical vehicle.
EVs, yeah.
But before all of this action, it actually costs a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably need to investigate into this problem more.
Yes.
You probably need to have the carbon footprint count to see what is the critical point that you have to improve.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're putting your resource in the wrong place and hinder the real optimization to occur. I was working with a lot of startups.
Okay.
And I have witnessed a lot of successful story and some failure story.
A lot more failures, I believe.
A lot more. And not all this, some of this failure is because they put too much resources in technological part that they are improving the product, but actually the product is not needed by anybody.
Thanks for that reminding, and I hopefully the audience today can take that away as well. Joseph, thanks for coming on the show today. That's all for today's show, and thanks for listening, and make sure to subscribe to the podcast channel, and also do leave your comments and feedback, and if you like our show, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, and you can always follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook for the latest episodes as well as the special podcast teasers. Okay, thank you everyone. Hope you guys learned just as much as I have today from Joseph, and looking forward to seeing the advanced exhibition technology machinery at TIMTOS 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For having
Thank you,
me.
Joseph. Thank you.
Thank you.